So once you've entered the Danfoss Store View application, you would then have this screen open in front of you. In some cases we would have three views, which would be your alarms, your refrigeration, and your miscellaneous status, which is your third-party devices or your sensors. So in the alarms section, it would give you the current active alarms on your site, and on refrigeration it would give you the status of your controllers. So on the right hand side you'll have a little plus sign to maximize the information, and it would give you more detail of your current alarms. If you minimize it, you've got your refrigeration section. You maximize it, it will give you a more detailed view of your refrigeration section. When you've got a yellow bar running right through it, it means that current area would be in a defrost, or that coil is currently in a defrost status. And when you've got a little red bell, it means that it is currently in alarm. If you select the controller, below you will open a view, more detail of the current controller. In your overview tab, you've got the same information that you would have in your status and settings, but you can access here your thermostat control, your injection control, your defrost, and everything below in the drop down from this view to specifically change something on that controller that you're currently working with. In this case, it would be tunnel 6. So on here you've got a snapshot of your current Third Air probe reading, and then when you go drop down and you can go change your injection control, you can go and you can have an overview of your defrost control, etc, etc. Then in your settings field you can go to the same drop down and you can view the information which was already pre-written in the software that we do for each site specifically. In your manual operations tab you can then switch the controller on and off by double clicking on that specific line to switch it on or to switch it off. In this section you can also put your current coil, which is linked to this controller, onto a manual defrost, and then from here you can also go to the top. We were at overview. You can go into your alarms tab, which would give you the current alarm, active alarm for this specific controller. It will also give you a snapshot of all the cleared alarms for this specific controller. In this section you can also go to your history log for this controller, and you can go and pre-select the information you want to view in a graph format for this controller. You then have to select the specific probe that you want to view, select your date and time, and you go OK, and it would automatically retrieve the information that you are looking for. So here you can see what your controller has been doing, or your probe has been doing for the past few hours or 2 days. And then you can go and select any information in this drop down for that specific controller. Then you can go to the Schedules tab, where you can see all the schedules that's been written for that specific controller, which we would also pre-input on your specific site. So it would show you when your controller is set to have the coil go on defrost, the start end time, which days it is for that specific coil.